We've been together for 14 years, been married for 4 years and plus. And we dated for, I mean, not dated, we were engaged for a year. We got engaged in September 2013 and got married October 2000. No, September. Oh, we got engaged September 2013, got married September 2014, so a year.
We've been together for a long, long time. I say about 20 years you round off.
How long have we been together? This is what, ninth year? Ninth year together.
Well, we've been together, we started dating in high school in 1993, so that would be, what's this year, 2019? So how many years is that, 21?
I was counting from 99 when I came back from school.
Yeah, he counts back from college, when we reunited. We started dating in high school, took a break, he did school, and we linked back up in 99, but I count 93 when the sparks first fly, so. But that would be over 20 years, yes.
How long have we been together?
10 years in all, but we've been married for 3.
3. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been together for a year and what? 8 months?
8 months.
8 months, yeah.
We've been together almost 3 years. How do we communicate with one another?
Texting.
We actually talk like real people.
Yes.
Not a whole lot. We do some texting in the daytime at work, but at night we actually talk about our day and stuff like that. Lots of hugs.
Yes. And I'm not a talker.
Yeah. So lots of hugs.
Pillow talk.
Pillow talk, or what is it? Body language, like you know, but or one of them jokes, or how would you communicate? Through the kids, we send messages through the kids. You put them to work. Yeah, you make them run around the house.
Go tell your dad.
Besides verbal, what are some ways that we communicate with our spouse? We don't text too much.
Pretty much
but
verbal.
Yeah, it's mainly
Face-to-face
verbal.
contact.
Like we
Less
don't-
email. Pretty much face-to-face contact.
It's almost never written. Like that's how miscommunications happen, especially if we're upset with each other.
That's hard. Some ways we communicate with each other are, well, of course, verbally. I'm answering this correctly. This is a tough one.
I mean, mainly verbally, I would say, yeah.
Ways we communicate? Talking, texting, we Marco Polo each other on video chat. There was a time when we wrote letters to one another. Yes, that's about it. Yeah.
Patience, being understanding, taking time,
Text.
being.
Communicate with you through text too.
Oh my gosh, that's not what she needs. Patient. Putting yourself in your spouse's shoes and seeing how they will feel in a certain situation, stepping back from your feelings and seeing how they will feel.
People I look up to and respect. My coaches, one of my coaches, they've been together for, since I knew him. That's probably since 94.
Miss Terry?
Yeah,
So
Miss
yeah, I was
Terry
gonna say the
Johnson.
same people, yeah.
And, they like family with me, so they've been, role models for me.
I would say what I like about them is just their dedication to one another. They're very loving to each other. Their commitment, what they represent, it's positive and healthy. And that's hard to come by, you know, to be together for so long and to stay connected. So that's something that we look up to and look forward to. And hashtag goals.
A couple we look up to would be our parents. Obviously, they are a huge like influence because my parents have been married for like 35 years, and his parents, what, 17?
My parents have been married, yes, 17.
Yeah, so that's like our main influence.
Couples that we look up to.
I'm the only man married in my family, so no.
I want to say my dad and his wife. I guess the longevity, they stuck it out through a lot. So yeah.
No, I can say my uncles.
I don't know them.
You know my Uncle Carl.
Oh, well, yeah. And David and Lily.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I like the way they communicate.
Mm-hmm.
They've been together for maybe 40 years now. Yeah, like about 40 years now. And I like the way they communicate and always try to outdo each other to make the other one happy. They do that a lot. That's funny.
Yes.
Are there couples we look up to?
Yeah, my parents. They've been married for 45 years. This year it'll be 46, so it's just the understanding they have, I don't
It's
know,
like
they
they
kinda-
flow. It's like
they
it's
kinda
just
gravitate to
natural.
one another.
Like his dad kind of gets her, she gets him. It's like they've been together so long, they just kind of became the same person. And it's also like their faith. They keep faith in their relationship.
Yeah, big time.
That's a big part.
If I have to answer the question, who do we look up to? I would say my grandparents.
I would say grandparents, my mom, my dad.
Because
uncles,
you figure your
aunts.
parents were married for 30-something years.
Yes, about 34 years. Kids were married, together, 4 kids, loving marriage, respectable marriage, good times, vacations, good times.
Typically, we resolve conflict by talking, or sometimes it's best to just not talk for a little bit and let it die down and then come together and talk later. Or just brush it off, let it go eventually, and let it gradually, work itself out.
How to resolve conflict?
Yeah, that's great. Who could be silent? Who could not talk to the other person for the longest? Until somebody breaks, and then we'll just let's talk. Kind of start talking. Sometimes it's yelling and screaming involved, of course, and then there's silence. We may need some time apart, or some headspace to kind of cool down or kind of rationalize whatever the situation was, and then we'll come back and we talk about it. We have to talk about it and, give each other time to talk, listen, kind of reevaluate things, and sometimes maybe try another way if we don't see it the same way, and, some things aren't always resolved. Sometimes we just kind of like flatline and then, revisit it later, but yeah, he's right. Yelling and screaming is what kicks it off. That's the jump off.
How do we resolve conflict? It depends. Because we have different communication styles. Whereas he's one who likes to talk it out, and me, when I get upset, I shut down. And so how do we resolve it? At one point we had made an agreement. Whereas if I have an issue and we're discussing it, you can't then bring up any issues that you might have with me or something like that, because it's not a tit for tat thing. It's supposed to be, okay, this is the issue, and now I'm like in the time to address the issue is now, the time to address like my issue is when we have the issue. That's not the time for you to bring up, oh well, last week you did this, and because that can turn into that makes it into a tit for tat, and that goes nowhere.
We haven't had any.
Yeah, that's weird.
We haven't had any conflicts. It's strange, but it's true. Like there's times when he might say something that get on my nerves, and I'm like, you nigga, you're not pleasant. And then we just move on to the next topic. That's it.
But I wasn't trying to be unpleasant.
How do we resolve conflict? We cuss at each other. Sorry.
It takes a while. We both are we both have this stubborn side. So eventually, when we get tired of being separated in the house, we end up talking. So
We gotta step back from the situation and just let the kids be in the other room and just have a good conversation.
Walk away. I go that way, you go that way. We figure it out later.
Take a time out.
Yeah.
Take a break.
Before we boil up the pot. You know, he did, so.
Yep, and take a break and then come back later.
I think our strength is pretty much family, friendship, communicating, going out.
I feel like that's. I feel like our the bond as a family is definitely one of our strong points.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like we make the everyday, we make the task of everyday life. I feel like we make that work. Yeah,
And
we make
know
that.
also,
We don't really have too many issues with that.
I think at times our miscommunication is in terms of responsibilities, in terms of husband, wife.
What the weaknesses of
Yeah.
things. And I think I might say something similar, but I think I might phrase it a little bit differently. I feel like one of the weaknesses might be expectations. What are some of the weaknesses in our relationship? It's I feel like sometimes communicating what our expectations are.
Strengths and weaknesses in our relationship.
We don't make enough money. I mean,
I think our personalities complement each other.
yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Alright.
And weaknesses, we don't make enough money.
Yeah.
We can make more money for our dreams,
Right.
things that we like to do.
The planes we want to catch.
A strength would definitely be our faith. Like when you don't have faith in your marriage, what's the guidelines? What's the rules? What do you aspire to do? So that's a big thing.
I think one of our strengths, well, in our marriage is she motivates me to do a lot. She motivates me to do better. Even whenever I'm in any situation or stressed out, she takes that edge off.
And vice versa. When I feel like I'm ready to cuss everybody out or just throw my hands up, be like, Steph, it's not that deep. Like, I got us, relax, you'll get over it, it's just a day. Our weakness,
You're stubborn.
we're
and I'm
stubborn. He's stubborn. Alright,
Okay.
we're stubborn.
Are you looking at
I
me?
want to know what you think. I didn't want to
The
get
strength
over.
and weaknesses, not communicating on certain things, I guess, being selfish. Good things, we do get along, some things we agree on. That's all I can think of.
I agree with him. Sometimes the bad things are us being selfish and not remembering, that we're supposed to be one. You kind of sometimes get one-minded at times, and having to remember that. Good things, valuing our family, we love our family, and that is, matters over everything. So that kind of gets you through the roughest things, because when you sit back and you reflect on everything that's maybe good or bad, and you outweigh everything, and it's just like, it doesn't override our family, our children, what we have, what we've built together. And that's worth fighting for and continuing to kind of sort through the conflicts and push through. And like I said, that reevaluating and going back to the drawing board and trying again, even if you said, this is the last time I'm going to do it. But then and here we are again. And I can't tell you how many times we be like, I'm done, that's it. I can't do it no more, I'm sick of this. And then we're back again at it again, and something just comes over you and you're at it again, you're trying it again. And you just keep fighting. You keep fighting for your family, fighting for your love. And, when you think back on how much you've grown and how far you've come, it's like, wow. Wow, we just celebrated our 10-year wedding anniversary. We did a vow renewal in August, actually. And it was just amazing, to see all the people come out and looking back and reflecting on the 10 years flew, first of all, and just, again, just the growth. And it's a beautiful thing. And I love my husband. I love what we have. I love being able to come home, to have someone, to have that union and that commitment and just that consistency and that comfort is there and that security. And I love that. And I value that. And I'm glad that my kids were able to experience that and have that because so many other people, there's single families, there's different types of families. And I'm just grateful for what we have and what God has ordained for us, and I continue to just strive for it and fight for it. Fight for love, fight for family.
Weaknesses in our marriage. We both got tempers, so that's why we need that break. We both have really bad tempers. So if someone says something that we don't like, it'll trigger something quick and easy. So we have to take breaks from each other sometimes. So that's a weakness. Our strength.
Our strength is an hour after the fight, one of us touch each other with weed and like.
We make up real fast too. Like nothing ever happened. I think we on the same page about raising the kids and what we want for our kids. So that's a big strength.
Just want the best for them. Give an opportunity that we didn't.
Start with the strengths or start with the weaknesses so we can end up on top.
I guess a weakness in our relationship would be well, for me personally, it would be getting over things quickly. I tend to not necessarily hold a grudge, but it takes longer for me to let go and just move on with things.
I guess a weakness for me is giving her that time that she needs to get over it, because for me it's like, okay, it happened. Next. Yeah, but I guess that's just me.
And I would say a strength is when we make up, we get over it and it's good.
I'd say the strength is when we're able to go out and have fun. We always are having a good time when we're not, needing to resolve our conflicts. Over the time that we've been together, I'd say our relationship has changed. Mainly because we moved in. When we moved in together, it's definitely changed because it's a transition. I'd say in the beginning it was just, living separately, so we come together and go do stuff. Now that we live together, it's like different because we're always together. Yeah. And it's not like you really get a big or long break from each other. Mm-hmm. So creating that break or finding that space is not as easy. I mean, I don't think I need it as much, but I know she does. So
we both do.
We need it, but I think I don't call for it as much. I think she calls for it, and it's like, okay, let me leave her alone.
Yeah, I'm super independent, so I need my time. Oh, sometimes. Yeah.
How has it changed? We grew together. We've started off 18 and 18.
We've been together since we were
18. So
10 years.
The first year was something else. And then it took time for us to really understand one another. And then once we understood one another, we learned each other's pet peeves and
we matured.
Yeah, we matured.
So it's like we matured together, and then we had kids, and you gotta build for your family, and then you gotta learn not to always put your kids first. You gotta put your relationship first, so the kids can have a healthy setting at home.
Strength. That's we developed strength wise.
Other things change, you know, move, change jobs, kids older, on our own now. So, you know, everybody's growing up.
I know I got more patient. Things that were important to me aren't important anymore. Things that upset me don't upset me as much. Simpler things make me happy. Things that I worried about, I don't worry about any longer. You know, you just want the simple things. The older you get, the more time you have, and the more you grow with a person, you just appreciate the more simple, basic things. Whereas, you know, I may have wanted to go out all the time, maybe, you know, 10, 15 years ago, and now I just look forward to getting home. He gets home from work and just being able to feed him dinner and, you know, turn on TV and watch TV together. And, you know, do we have to leave the house? You know, whereas like maybe 10 years ago it was like, oh, we gotta get out of here, we gotta do this and we gotta do that. No, you know, you look forward to those special times and those milestones with our children and just doing things together. So yeah.
How has our marriage changed over the years? I'll let you answer that question.
I feel like marriage changed in terms of communication, in terms of taking more one-on-one contact between 3 kids, babysitters, us going out, date nights. I feel like we have more contact in terms of one-on-one, in terms of going out for date nights and having a good time.
You feel like we have more?
Well, depending on what day. And
I don't know if
you don't think so?
I feel like over the year, if you go back, starting going back to 2010 when we started dating, we would go out. I'm like, remember I felt like we went out a lot then. We went out, we would have fun, we would just you and I. But now it's like with young kids, you know how you feel like you never. There are times where I feel like we never really have one-on-one time. It's we're always doing something.
Well, I feel like also you understand that it's 3 kids.
Careers.
They have a different age range in terms of 16, 3, 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's always gonna be like a
everybody's vying for attention. Everybody needs their attention here and there.
Newborn baby, 3-year-old, 6-year-old, it's always gonna be like a conflict. So
yeah, but in terms of us spending time with each other and how has it changed? I think that's how it changes because now we have to work towards
spend time together, one-to-one.
Greatly.
Yeah, we've matured and
A lot.
we've learned about each other, we learned about ourselves, and yeah.
This is definitely one that has grown from the bottom up.
It's evolved.
Yeah, how our marriage changed over the years.
How it changed? The situation changed like every year. Like one year we gotta focus on something else. As the kids get older, we gotta new situations come out of the blue, but we gotta start doing this with them. So we gotta work. We had new goals every year. There's always new goals. We always try to get these goals to get close to them. And then when new ones come up, we work towards making everything work.
How do we communicate love and appreciation? I'll let you answer that question.
I think pretty much we communicate love and appreciation through surprises, surprise birthdays, holidays, Mother's Day.
Yeah, but that's a holiday. That doesn't really, those are special occasions. I'm like going on a regular basis. How do you go ahead and show that you appreciate or that you love me?
Well, I feel like I do appreciate you by giving you a hug when you come home.
Yeah, but, okay, go ahead.
But I acknowledge you for doing a good job, being a mother, being a good business person.
Need affection. And I need his love to be verbalized. And there are times where we've had issues because it's like, okay, you feel like you're showing me love by spending time with me and stuff like that. Like if we go out and if we do have one-on-one time and stuff, and I'm like, okay, yeah, but I need to feel like I need to feel that that affection. I need hugs and kisses, and I need you to tell me that you love me, because otherwise it's just like, all right. Remember how a couple times I'm like, all right, a couple times throughout our relationship, it's I've communicated that, all right, I don't feel like, or I'm not feeling the love. And he might say something like, okay, well, we just spent time with each other. We were just spending time with each other. We did this. I'm like, yeah, but the affection wasn't there. Or I might go ahead and complain because it may have been like a week or so. I'm like, I haven't had a hug or kiss or anything. I'm like, and I don't mean we're trying to have sex either. It's just like it has to be outside of the bedroom, and just throughout the day. I'm like an occasional hug. I'm like, I need you to show me love in the way that I feel love.
I fry chicken.
Gifts sometimes, like she said, cooking for me or whatever, or just doing little stuff, going to the store or whatever. Small stuff.
Showing affection to one another, morning kisses, hugs, he runs the bath water for us, we get in the tub, little small stuff. Like he says, going to the store for one another, get up in the middle of the night, maybe go get a snack in the kitchen for the other person, little small stuff like that. Maybe washing each other's laundry, just little stuff that people might not really think is that big of a deal, but it's the little small gestures of love. I went and picked up his medicine the other day, and small stuff, show your appreciation and your love for that person. And fried chicken.
We communicate our appreciation and love for each other by, he massages my feet and gives me massages, just randomly sometimes, and we go out. Yeah.
I'd say one way she shows her love and appreciation is by simply, randomly just saying, hey, I want to take you somewhere. And then we go where we're going, she'll eat, talk, whatever, and she'll have a moment where she just tells me when she appreciates me. And I really appreciate that, because sometimes you do things and it doesn't seem like people notice, and not just her, just in life in general. But to know that you're seen and things you're doing matters to someone, it makes you want to keep going.
Lots of hugs.
Yeah. And coffee.
Yes. And a lot of verbal validation too. Yeah. A lot of verbal validation. We don't leave a lot unsaid. Good or bad, we don't leave a lot unsaid. So that helps a lot.
How do we communicate love and appreciation?
By getting on your nerves.
No, I would say like validation words. Like you always tell me like, oh, you look beautiful, you're so smart, you're so motivated, and vice versa.
Yeah, just letting her know, even when she's feeling down or feeling like she's not her best, that she is.
Like when you have a rough day, it's nothing like coming home and your husband or your wife is just like, come here, I got you. Just let's get over it. We'll start fresh tomorrow. How do we communicate love and appreciation?
I don't know about her, but I call her way more than she called me. I tell her I love all the time.
He does. He's very vocal.
I gotta tap her on the shoulder to get her attention. She a little stuck up, you know, a little bougie on her. Yeah.
That's not the right word for it.
Huh? We gonna scratch it. Oh, we do it all the time.
I'm quiet. That's when I say stuck up. I'm quiet and shy at everything.
Everything has to be consistent. If you love this person, you love them until that day, to the day you die. You love them more than that if you can. But consistency and understanding and compassion. Everybody doesn't go through the same things. Every relationship isn't the same relationship. So yeah,
I agree.
gotta understand one another.
You gotta be patient and be willing to put yourself in your spouse's shoes. That's a big thing, because you could be so caught up in your own head that you like, oh, I feel this way, and but you don't step out of what you feeling and see how they feeling.
Exactly.
Say,
to understand what they're going through and how
yeah.
they view you
Yeah.
in that situation.
Yeah. I would say counseling. Counseling works.
Set goals, man. You might hit them, you might not, but they help because you come together to do something together to hit a goal. And what I'm trying to say, you working together, it makes things like easier. Time go past and you get to know each other better as you do things together. You can't be together without going through stuff. So you always gotta go through stuff just to get where you want to go. And you're never gonna get to know the person if you don't go through stuff. You know, you don't want to wait to that 10-year mark and you get that real argument and I don't like this bitch.
Dang.
You don't want to get there. So.
I think it's good to listen to your mate and don't be judgmental. Listen to what they got to say. Let's say in terms of being respectful, honest, and things like that. I feel like it's good to always have eye contact in terms of what you want, in terms of communicating. That's it.
The advice I would give to someone who is looking to get married or has just gotten married would be to, I guess, definitely not just be willing to compromise, but be willing to change as a person, be willing to grow as a person, not just individually, but as a couple too. I feel like you have to be willing to, in order to make it work, because you figure life is hard. There's no getting around it. And it requires that you grow. And part of growth is, I forgot where I was leading.
It's about growth.
Yeah.
And learning and life and everything else. Edit this. Edit this.
All right.